I think we might have found the most beautiful place in the whole of Kuala Lumpur, but it's definitely not where we thought it would be.
Kuala Lumpur is home to some beautiful places, from the Petronas Towers to the Batu Caves. Today we are on a mission to discover the most beautiful of them all. We're going to be going to temples, to mosques, to parks, and there's definitely some places you won't have heard of before, so make sure you stick around to the end. We've just got the monorail to Thean Hou Temple, one of Southeast Asia's largest Chinese temples. It's crazy. We've just come to the outside and it looks so beautiful on first impressions. We're very excited to explore. This is so cool. There's just like lanterns everywhere. Apparently it's really beautiful at night as well, so if you do want to come at night to see that, I would recommend it.
So this temple is a bit further out of the city than most other tourist attractions. However, it's definitely worth a drive, but we do recommend getting here a bit early because it opens at 8. We're here about 8:30, 9, and apparently between like 10 and 2 it can get quite busy with tour buses and stuff. So if you do want the place to yourself, definitely recommend coming early.
So where the temple's a little bit further out of the city, you get amazing views of the skyline. You can see Merdeka 118, you can see the KL Tower and all the skyscrapers in the distance. It's amazing.
So Thean Hou Temple is actually dedicated to the goddess of the sea, Mazu, and it's a blend of Buddhism, Taoism and Confucianism. But it's really cool seeing like, all the different blends. Like, all the Chinese lanterns are so impressive. There must be hundreds here. But it's really cool just walking around, just like immersing yourself, seeing people praying. One thing to note is there are different levels. So when you come in, you're on the ground level, but the first 2 levels are just like offices and stuff. So you don't want to see that. Go straight up to level 2. There's loads of signs. And then that's where the actual temple is. I've just come inside the main temple. Unfortunately, Meg's not allowed in because there's a dress code you need to cover your shoulders and knees, and she's not, but I've decided to come in and it is absolutely incredible. There's so many like little Buddhas around. There must be literally thousands, literally covering the walls. Again, kind of reminds me of the Chinese temple in Penang, but there's so much detail. It's so colourful. Got like the main Buddhas at the front, but definitely worth coming in if you are here. Just remember to dress respectful and then you should be allowed in, but it is absolutely beautiful in here. Each one of these little things is filled with Buddhas, and these whole things are Buddhas. So we've just finished at Thean Hou Temple. It was absolutely stunning. Definitely one of the most beautiful temples we've seen in Malaysia. However, we don't know if it's the most beautiful place in Kuala Lumpur yet. That's yet to be decided. So we're heading about an hour and 20 on the monorail next, even further outside the city to our next destination, which might even be more beautiful than this.
We've made it to the Federal Territory Mosque, which is the next destination on our itinerary today. It looks absolutely spectacular from the outside. We ended up getting a Grab just because it was easier and quicker, and we would have had to walk like half an hour from the tram stop otherwise. You get dropped off at entrance D, however that is not the tourist entrance. There's several entrances. So when you're facing entrance D, turn to the right and walk down there. To entrance B, I believe the guard said, about 100 metres around the corner, which is where we are heading now. It's only open between 10 and 3:30, so make sure you time your visit right, and the hours are slightly different on a Friday, so if you're coming on a Friday, double check that before you come.
just entered the mosque. We've got our full outfits on. You can rent them from the entrance, they kind of like put you on them, and apparently we're on a tour. Everyone seems to get like a free guided tour around so you can learn a bit about the place, which is really
nice,
good.
yeah.
This is the largest mosque in Kuala Lumpur, third largest in Malaysia, built in 1997, completed in 2000, 3 years. It's quite new. Outside is about 10,000, inside about 5,000 people. So we are ready to go in, have prayer in 10 minutes. Okay, so I will join in the prayer as well. So every 5 times we hear the call of prayer.
Yeah.
So we pray 5 times to get connected to God. Actually.
So we've just finished our little tour, well, quite a big tour, of the Federal Territory Mosque. It was absolutely incredible.
I think that's one of the best things we've done in Kuala Lumpur, if not in Malaysia as
Yeah.
a whole. Like, it was so good.
We've learnt so much history, like we had no idea half of it before, and we had such an amazing experience as well in the middle.
Yeah, so in the middle, we happened to be here around prayer time. So they let us sit at the back of the prayer hall and watch them all pray. For us to be able to sit at the back and be brought into that world was so amazing.
Yeah, definitely weren't expecting it, like one of the highlights. The mosque itself is absolutely stunning. Apparently it's third largest mosque in the whole of Malaysia.
And our guide was so amazing.
Yeah.
He answered every single question we had, and I had a lot of questions. But it was just so fascinating.
So I think now we're just gonna walk around the mosque for a bit, and there's also a garden we can explore. And then after that we'll head to one of our last destinations of the day, which we're really looking forward to.
So welcome to our last destination of the day, KLCC Park. KLCC Park is a beautiful park in the centre of Kuala Lumpur, funnily enough, and it has some of the most spectacular views of the Petronas Towers, which are just to my right now. There's this beautiful lake behind us, and we've got a surprise for you later, but for now we are just going to go for an explore and see if we can find the best views of the Petronas Towers. These are such cool trees. Is it like multiple trees, or is this just one tree?
She's really confused by the tree.
It's a cool tree. They've got this whole like running track that goes pretty much the whole way around the park, so it's a great place to go for a run or get a bit of exercise. We've seen loads of locals running here, so.
So it turns out there's a whale and 2 dolphins at the KLCC Park. There's also a splash park just over there, so if you want to have a little refresh, then definitely heads up. I think Megan wants to have a little swim.
It's so humid, and I wore my waterproof shoes today, so. Oh my goodness. That is so nice.
So this park is absolutely incredible. It's so much fun just walking around, being in nature, especially like surrounded by skyscrapers.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like every time you look up, it's either trees or massive skyscrapers.
It's so beautiful. Like the contrast between the two is just amazing. And there's so many different like trees as well. Like there was the huge ones with all the roots that you saw earlier. Then these ones behind me were all like red, and it's just so beautiful. But the lake is huge as well. It's a very like man-made lake. It's not a natural lake with like fish and stuff, though I did see some pond skimmers on it.
Yeah, sadly there's no fish or tortoises, so it's not quite as good as the other lakes.
But it literally like goes for so long. It like winds through the park, which is really nice. It's not just like a big circle.
Yeah, it's definitely a good place to come if you've got like a spare day in Kuala Lumpur, do you want to relax, read a book, just enjoy nature and stunning views. It's definitely the place to come.
They've got free drinking water.
So the Petronas Towers are one of the most iconic landmarks in the whole of Malaysia, and they're also one of the most photographed. They're actually 451.9 meters tall and the largest twin towers in the whole world, which is crazy. They're 88 stories tall, which is honestly incredible. You can go up there and go to a viewpoint, and the views are meant to be amazing. There's a bridge that joins the two towers between the 41st and 42nd floor, and it's 170 meters in the air and 58 meters long, which is, I don't think I would manage that well going over, so we're obviously not doing that one.
So KLCC Park is not just beautiful in the day, but it's also beautiful at night. So every night in KLCC Park, on the lake in front of the Petronas Towers, there is a beautiful fountain show. It happens every half an hour from 7:30 till 10 p.m. The ones on the half hour are without music. It's just beautiful lights and the fountains doing different patterns. And then the ones on the hour, so starting from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m, they're with music. So the fountains are supposed to dance to the music. So we are so excited to see that. The view is incredible over the Petronas Towers. Everything's all lit up and sparkling. It's so beautiful. So the vast majority of people coming to watch the fountain show are on the side with the Petronas Towers. But honestly, I think if you walk around the lake, you'll see the KLCC sign there. Come to like a little bit further around from like the K, and I think the view from here is perfect. You've got the Petronas Towers in the background. You can see the fountains perfectly. You've got like several rows in front of us. And there obviously are people here, but the Petronas Tower side is packed with people, whereas there's loads of space here. We're literally just sat right by the edge of the lake. I'm so excited for this to start. I think it's about to start. The fountains have all like stopped from what they were doing. They were just like going in this pattern, and they've just stopped. So I think that's a sign that it's starting soon. I think it's broken. I can hardly hear the music at all, and it's been stuck in this one position for the last like genuinely 2-3 minutes. Oh, there we go. I can hear the music now as well. So it's time for song number 2. Not that we can hear it anyway. So the performances last about 10 or 11 minutes. It's 2 songs normally. I don't really know what went wrong tonight. We couldn't hear the music. It seemed like there was only one song as far as we could tell. And yeah, they almost got stuck like halfway, so wasn't the best one to finish on. We did go last night, I'll be honest, and you saw that we went the other night, but only caught the end bit. Both times we went before were the 9 o'clock show, which you could very much hear the music. It was a lot like less crowded as well. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they turned the volume up after 8, I don't know. Don't really know what's going on, but definitely worth checking out. I just hope that it wasn't like that for you, because it's so much better normally.
So we've just finished today. It definitely didn't end how we thought it would, but
No.
we've seen the fountain show previous nights and we'll be basing our decision off that because we know it can be incredible.
And we did film, I think we filmed a little bit from
Yeah.
last night, so we can show you what it's normally like.
Yeah.
And it is definitely worth checking out. It's amazing normally, just not quite so much tonight.
So I think we might have found the most beautiful place in the whole of Kuala Lumpur, but it's definitely not where we thought it would be.
I had no idea that this place would be the most beautiful.
No, like you barely see anything online about it, but so I think at the start of the day we started at the temple, which was absolutely beautiful, all the Chinese lanterns everywhere. However, it was a lot smaller than we kind of thought it would be.
Yeah, like for one of the largest Chinese temples in Southeast Asia, I kind of thought it would be quite big, but like I think if you've been to like Bangkok and seen the temples there, or been to like the temple we saw in Penang, they were so much bigger. So I kind of thought this would be like on a par with them, and it was actually pretty small. Then we've got the Petronas Towers in KLCC Park. Petronas Towers is just like iconic. It's like the symbol of Kuala Lumpur. Like everyone knows it, everyone's seen it, and for that reason, like it's stunning. You have to come and see them both day and night.
And the park itself is definitely beautiful, just like walking around, getting to enjoy a bit of nature in the middle of like such a big city full of skyscrapers. It's really cool.
I thought the park would be my favourite because I love nature and like outdoors and, you know, all that kind of thing.
We kind of went in today expecting this to be our favourite. However, I think we were blown away by the other place we went to today.
The Federal Territory Mosque. Absolutely incredible. Did not expect it to be that beautiful.
We saw like very little online about it, so we weren't really sure what to expect, but as soon as we like arrived, it was just stunning.
Absolutely blown away by it. The tour was so good as well. It's so informative. We learnt so much. It was supposed to last, he said it would be about 40 minutes. I think it lasted about 2 hours in the end. We got there at 12:30 and we weren't leaving until like 2:30. So,
and considering it was all free, like entries free, the tour was free, you got water along the way as well.
And the headscarf and clothes to cover up, they were all free. Even if you like put all of that aside and just look at the building itself, like I still think it was the most beautiful building, the most beautiful place in Kuala Lumpur. It was absolutely stunning.
All the different like architectural styles and the like colour of the dome at the top. Just stunning.
So beautiful. And the water that went all the way around the outside, the sun came out halfway through and we just saw like the reflections in it. It was so beautiful.
So if you've watched this video and have been to Kuala Lumpur and think we've missed anywhere, or you've found somewhere better in Kuala Lumpur, comment down below and we might come back to Kuala Lumpur and try out your guys' recommendations. And if you haven't been to Kuala Lumpur, definitely check out all of these places because they were all amazing.
And comment below which was your favourite place that we visited today. We'd be interested to see different perspectives. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe because we're going somewhere else in the next video and we're super excited to share it with you.
This is the reality of visiting the Petronas Towers at night. There's so many people like are offering to take your photo on their phone. There's about 50 walk past every single night. They're really impressive photos, but
It's so busy as well.
so many people.